begins with my counter models and arguments. I want to make some rebuts. That you said that how is it that exercising can create unhealthy harms? I don't really understand when exercise can increase your health and strengthen your bodies and physical, mentally, and then every day by exercise it's just increase your health, and then it can really improve yourself and then your personalities into educations and all that. I don't see how it can create unhealthy, and then cheating, and another thing that you brought up that cheatings. I don't really understand it more. More the arguments that you bring up is that it's like education. If you steroids, if you're cheating, you're out. If they assume that steroid regulations, if it's known that you are out. Okay, and then I will. That's my first and second rebuts, and then my last rebuts is that the first Prime Minister had the last thing that she mentioned is that yes, it will spend more. Definitely will spend more on according to the London's Olympics. But this I will emphasize more is that on my first and second counter arguments. And then to move on, that I will speak about I will present my counter models of uniting people and then benefits of economic force. Okay, my second speakers will elaborate how is it uniting people and then how is it benefit the economic force, that it will create not only the benefits of the economics, and then it will create such reputations of the country itself, with the country that is the host of the big ceremony. Okay, my first counter-argument is it unites peoples. Okay, it unites peoples when a big ceremony comes together, that most likely all the countries around will participate together in one big tournament with many countries and many sports players. Okay, like examples, Olympics, previous Olympics that was held at London. Okay, and then World Cups. And then I would like to give some example of that in history in South Africa. Nelson Mandela, he used his talents and then ideas to gather the people of the country itself, even though they're having a crisis over races, being black and white, that he somehow used the sports, rugby, to bring up, to unite the people of his country. And I don't see how is it that it's bad using sports as the status of futures. Okay. Please sit down. And then, and in World Cups, like I have mentioned earlier, there's football, and then many countries has been participate. As you can see that in football, right? It was first the European continent, then later was Asia, and then now the United States are collaborating. And then when they are together and they compete each other, not only that they compete each other, but they also joining a friendly force and allies, like they can share ideas and helping each other as well. I don't see that as something. And then moving on to my second counter argument, economic force. Yes.
Can you substantiate a little more practically on to which extent the Olympics have united people around the world?
Okay, as you can see that we're talking about sports, right? Sports has many sports like basketball, tennis, swimming, and all that. And as you can see that each country has its own unique of some of the countries have their own unique, like they're really good at some certain sports. That's why they can really stand for representative for their own country and then come and represent as the countries. That is the substance and the specific information that I can give you. Thank you. And then moving on to my second counter models, economic force. As you can see that when a certain big ceremony like World Cup and Olympic is held, right? Big companies are sponsoring big events such as like this, okay? Such as Nikes, Adidas, and Pumas and other sports brands that are sponsoring such a big events, okay? And then not only that, it can also help to regain your investments. Surely I can show you that because it's cost of tickets, price, and then service, okay? I'll elaborate more on that. It's like, which is like, hotels, restaurant, because people will come in a lot, right? And then there will be demands of the seats of the stadiums. There will be a lot of people stadiums, and then they will be surely need a place to stay, and then maybe when during the break they can go to shopping or anything. That it's really benefit for the economic force, that it can not only regains the investment but only make profit as that. And then after that, this will create a great reputation for the country, that this country will be well recognized by the host events that has been held to attend, and people who are going to attend the events. Because of the holding such of a big events, definitely this will build a good image and reputations of the country, and then building relationships can likely increase the country and then globals and everything. So what my counter arguments are, like, it unites the people, as I mentioned earlier, the Olympics and World Cups, and it drives the economic force that it's built such. It also creates firms and infrastructures of such as shop, restaurants, hotels. Okay, and WL, is there any more POI?
We're out of time.
Thank you.